to the Gutterson Fieldhouse for today's boys VBA D2 Hockey Championship. I'm Dustin Tanner doing play-by-play tonight, and I have Nick Mumley, who just showed up. We were able to get through the traffic. A lot of people coming in, a lot of people coming out.
Yeah, Burlington at 5:30 at night turns out to be a pretty busy place, Dustin, as I learned. But we are here, and we're ready for some D2 hockey here to finish off the year.
Yeah, so most of the time we don't cover Milton games at Northwest Access TV as they are not in our service area, but Paul Snyder, you know, he knows I work at Milton. This is Milton's boys' first time. This is Milton's first time in the finals in God knows how long, maybe even ever. I'm not sure, Nick, you're the historian around these parts.
Milton has not won a state championship in boys hockey since the 1970s. So basically, in the history of ever, Milton has not done well historically in boys hockey, but tonight they have a chance to turn those tables. And as for Harwood, we're looking at a really offensive-minded team that can score a ton of goals, has a lot of youthful, speedy talent on this roster, a lot of big physical bodies as well on this Harwood team. They're going to be in force now and in the future, but the big story tonight, I think, is going to be how Harwood's offense goes against Jackson Ehler in goal for Milton. He's one of the best goaltenders in the state. Harwood has the best offense in the state. It's a battle. It's truly a championship battle tonight.
And these two teams played each other really well the last two times they saw each other. Harwood beat Milton up at Highgate 3-2 the first time they saw him, and the second time, or the first time they saw him, they beat Milton at home 2-1. So 2-1, 3-2. These games have been close.
Milton's last time in the final was 1992. So their last championship was 1978.
All right, so it's going to be Platt and Lefebvre going for the face-off here. It is one out by Harwood. They bring it in their own zone. They're going to dump it halfway across the ice. Here they come. Coming down the ice is going to be Platt. Platt looks to make something happen. Gets checked by the Milton defender. You know, Nick, one of the things we always talk about, especially with MVU coming here, is how the ice is different, and it's going to be that same thing for Milton tonight.
Yeah, and the two guys to really watch that we've already seen for Harwood are going to be number 19, Skylar Platt, and number 25, Finn O'Hara. These guys, two young players, they're going to be around for a little while, but boy, can they ever put the puck in the back of the net, the both of them.
Milton's got a talented player in Owen Perry. Perry, he's a senior. He wants a chance to win this title. He's going to get a shot on goal. There's going to be a shot that goes to the goal. He's pads, no avail. There's another shot. Milton getting a couple shots early. Not great chances, but you know, when you're the underdog on the big ice, you want to put pucks on the net. That one's a little wide. Milton's going to get the change.
And if you're able to, you can put pucks on net and successfully find a way to score. Harwood's biggest defect, I guess, on this team is their defense and their goaltending. I mean, it's all top-notch on this team, but if they had a weakness, it would be their back end on this team. So Milton's got to just put pucks on net tonight, and that's their best shot.
To give you an idea of that weakness, it's 1.73 goals allowed a game. Milton allows 1.18 goals per game, so, you know, we're probably not going to see a lot of scoring tonight, even though the ice is a lot bigger. You know, Ehler and Guyette are just very good at net. Milton moving around the left side now, trying to get it out of the zone. They do. Harwood will pick it up in the neutral zone, and they'll set it up and try to move it in. Bad pass there. Another bad pass. Couple bad passes in a row. Harwood needs to settle his puck down a little bit as Milton gets it in the Harwood zone. There's a nice little hit there. Delivered by number 2, Gavin Thompson, I believe. And here comes Harwood bringing it up the ice. It's going to be Jonathan O'Brien. O'Brien moves it over to Tyson Silva. And that's a goal.
That's a really soft goal for Ehler to give up this early in the game. That one just snuck right over the left pad and in. Not a good start for Milton. And I was about to say, Dustin, it looked like they were off to the better start. Milton did. And it got the more experienced roster, but that's just a tough goal for Milton to give up this early on.
Just a bad goal for the Yellow Jackets to give up here. You hate to see that 2 minutes in. You don't want that type of thing to happen if you're Milton. Let's see whether they can respond now. Taking the faceoff is going to be Brandon Mitchell. He gets the faceoff. Milton cannot get possession of it, though. You know, when it's your first time in the championship since the 70s, you get a little nervous. Oh, there's a check from behind. Harwood's going to take control of it now. They're going to move it around. Dumping it around over to a number 8 of Jacob Cantwell. Cantwell moves it back over to Ollie Hammond. And here comes a breakaway for the... breakaway chance. He just could not get a stick on it. Skylar Platt had the speed, had a step. He just could not get there. Great defensive play by the Yellow Jackets. Harwood's going to steal it, though, in the Milton zone. Moving around the back of the net, gets body check. That's going to be Platt again. Platt's looking to make something happen. And here comes Milton with the speed and the control. That's going to be number 8 for Milton. Riley Zeno shoots and goes wide. Now it's going to be Cooper Goodrich to put it on the net, but it gets intercepted by Ollie Hammond. Hammond's going to move it up. Harwood's going to try to get in a change. Milton will take control of the puck in their own zone. Milton dumps it out. Now here they come. That's going to be number 2, Owen Perry. Owen Perry shoots, gets blocked. Rebound grabbed by Milton off the Harwood stick. And picking it up now is going to be Michael Clark. And they're moving it around now. Milton has it in the neutral zone. Puck possession so far, Nick. Not one team really establishing dominance with puck possession.
And you could tell, I mean, this is simply a product of Gutterson being such a large ice surface. It's tough for these guys to keep up with each other, especially in the zone. If we see more than a 2-on-1 or a 3-on-2 rush tonight, then that would be kind of shocking to me. We're going to see a lot of 1-on-2, 1-on-3 rushes for both these teams, and it's just going to come down to who's the more talented forwards.
Ealer struggling with the puck possession there, and soft dump on in. And he pushed it out. I don't know if he knows where the puck is. It's behind his net. Milton takes possession now. Tries to dump it up the zone. Can't really see the number. I know it's the captain, it's Owen Perry. He gives it over to one of the other captains. That's going to be Kyle Raftery. Not Kyle Raftery, actually. Nicholas D'Souza.
As Nick D'Souza gets a shot in there, and that's just another situation of it, Dustin. He comes into the zone, and he looks up, he's 1-on-5. His only option is to toss the puck on net for just kind of a weak shot. That's an easy save for Liam Gaia. He's going to make that stop 10 out of 10 times.
He is. Milton wins possession of the puck right in front of the net. That's going to be dangerous. They can't do anything with it, though. Harwood gets it out of the zone. They'll dump it. I don't know if they'll call icing. They will. That one looks close, Nick.
Those are the kind of opportunities. If you're Milton, you've got to capitalize. We saw Harwood get ahead early with a kind of a soft goal. Milton has got to take advantage of any opportunity that they get to score on Harwood, because this Harwood team can score early and often. They're averaging almost 5 goals a game.
Zachary Platt, or Skylar Platt, takes the face-off, wins it, and here comes Harwood. They dump it out of their zone. They can't get anything. When Milton gets it again, it's those odd man rushes you're talking about, Nick. You know, lots of ice. Movable puck. That's a shot on goal right there for the Yellow Jackets.
And this is a very dangerous first line that's out there for Harwood right now. You got Tanner Woodard, Skylar Platt, and Finn O'Hara. All these guys are underclassmen on this team, and they make up for a very dangerous first line that Milton has to account for tonight.
We're going to put down to Skylar Platt. He's done it now.
Good hit.
Good hit, no call. They're getting a little feisty in that corner, Nick. And it's going to be grabbed eventually by Harwood. Ooh, nice stick move there. He just cannot finish it. Harwood keeps it in the zone, doing everything they can to keep it in the zone. Dukes out 2 defenders, takes a shot on Jack Sealer.
That's just the kind of stuff Finn O'Hara can do if you allow him to do it. He's one of the most dangerous players in high school hockey already. He's only a sophomore.
I mean, Harwood's 19-3, and there's no reason to not think they're not going to win a couple state championships in a row with how good this roster is, how young this roster is. Just a great program they have down in Harwood. Puck possession now. Milton tries to dump it out of the zone. Getting through the change. That touches the stick, but they're going to say, oh, refs did see it touch the stick. No icing. Harwood's going to pick it up. That's Jacob Green. Green moves it around. That's going to be Sylvia.
And a good forecheck here by Milton, and you see it forces a turnover.
Milton has done a good job forechecking tonight. It just can't get consistent chances, but they're keeping it in the Harwood zone a lot tonight.
Well, if you watch them, they're bringing 2 guys in on the forecheck and forcing a puck to the corner, and you watch them right here. They're trapping with 2 guys at the blue line. It forces turnovers at the blue line. It's a really good system if you want to avoid allowing big breakouts by strong and fast teams.
That's going to be a nice thing call. We have 8:41 left to go in the first period. Harwood leads the Milton Yellow Jackets 1-0. Shots on goal, 2 for Harwood and 5 for Milton. You know, you hate that when you have so many shots on goal and you're losing to the team that only has 2. Taking the face-off for Harwood is going to be Platt. Platt, I don't know who he's run up against, but he won the face-off. Shot hits a Milton defender. That was O'Hara was trying to get it through. He doesn't get it through. Milton's going to come down. Milton might have a chance to at least go even numbers here. Good hit put on by Harwood. Perry's going to move it around the back of the net. Right in front of the net off a Harwood skate. Almost went in. That could have been a garbage goal. Milton just can't get that break. It's going to be picked up now by Cooper Goodrich.
Milton's got to keep working that puck to open space. You see what happens right there. They get past the defender, get the puck to open space. Good things are going to happen for you tonight.
Well, you know, if you keep just, you know, one of the things Milton's doing, they're skating really well. If they just keep doing this, it'll eventually start working. One would think, as that's going to be Platt. He's going to have possession now. He's on the left side. He's going to look to skate around the back of the net. He's going to look to set it up to his man out there on the point. The pass, it goes a little haywire, but he gets on the stick anyway. Shot is in the air. I don't know where it is. Behind the net now.
Got deflected up out in front of the net.
Got deflected. Those are dangerous. Here comes Milton. Milton's got the speed. That's a shot. That's a save. Cooper Goodrich, I believe, with the speed there. Goodrich is a fast player. He's going to dump it in. Milton's looking to finally set something up here. Let's see what they can do. Milton changed, and this is going to give Harwood the chance to get it out of their zone and skate 3-on-4-ish. And Ehlers going to pick it up. He's going to put it back on the ice, though. Good for him to keep it moving. And Harwood's going to get it off a turnover, though. Could have kind of frozen the puck there, Nick. I'm not sure, you know, the guys aren't really set up in the zone.
I think Milton feels like they have the momentum right now towards their way. Even though they're down 1-0, they want to keep momentum up while they still can.
That puck's going to go in front of the net. That's a dangerous shot, but it does not go near Ehlers, so he doesn't have to make a save. Milton's going to try to get it out now. That's going to be a bounce bucket. Here they come. Chasing it down for the Yellow Jackets is going to be Riley Zeno. He's trying to make something happen as his guys set up their forecheck, and they can't set up everything. Harwood's going to get out of the zone. Again, that was Jacob Green. Green looks to pass to O'Hara. Shot.
Really good shot there with no space by O'Hara.
With a Joe Sackett wrist story, if I'd seen one lately. Ehlers going to play this behind his net and turn it over.
Platt. What a move by Platt. I mean, this first line, you can't say enough good things about
this Harwood first
what
line.
This first line is able to do for the Highlanders.
And Milton's going to bring it in now. That's Goodrich right out in front. Nobody knew where the puck was. Turnover. Milton keeps getting these opportunities. They got to capitalize at some point, you think, Nick.
And Milton's got to be liking what they're seeing right now, though. And another good move. Here it is.
Oh, shot save. The netting.
But they're getting the opportunities, and that is what's big. And you look at the defensemen. You got to look at Owen Perry, and you got to look at Cooper Goodrich here, Dustin. You've got two really fast senior defensemen that are playing in their last game. I mean, this is it for them right here. They've got to jump up into play, make it happen. You have been talking about Milton hasn't been able to get the numbers up the ice, so they've been forced into weaker shots, not so great opportunities. You get those defensemen up there, it's a whole different ballgame when you have
you know, you look at a guy like Owen Perry and you think of like the Cal McCarrs at the type of the word, you know, the defensive offensive guy, right? They can both play two-way. You know, he's listed as a two-way player. He plays defense and forward. Perry is just so dangerous in a game like this. That's going to be a shot from the point. Saved by Ehlers. Bad rebound.
Beautiful play there to clear that puck out. That was going to be a second chance with Ehlers down and out right there.
Ehlers looks a little slow tonight. I don't know what it is.
And that, like the first goal that Ehlers gave up, that's the first time I've seen Jackson Ehlers give up a goal like that.
And I don't know if it's just the nerves or if it's just, you know, something going on, but, you know, he's playing. He hasn't had his best form. He hasn't had his best positioning tonight. Milton's going to keep that out of the zone. Good defensive plays here and there to keep the puck out of the zone. Harwood getting a little frustrated. They can't really set anything up. Out of the zone now. Here come Harwood. A good stick check there. Milton's doing a great job of stick discipline tonight, Nick.
Yeah, they are. And for Harwood right now, their key is to keep this puck out of their own zone because Milton's got a really good forecheck set up. When that puck gets brought back into the Harwood zone, Milton is applying pressure. They're trapping at the corners, and it's allowing for Milton to get turnovers and get second chance shots.
And here comes Milton again. They keep it in the zone. It's going to be an offsides.
As long as this game is kept in the neutral zone, Harwood's going to be okay. But once that puck comes back into the Harwood zone, Milton's going to be hungry to get that turnover. They're forechecking really, really hard tonight.
Taking the face-off is going to be number 24, Brandon Mitchell. He's going to go against number 2, Gavin Thompson. Face-off, Juan Noel gets kicked out to Milton's zone, and Milton gets it eventually. They get it out of the zone, and here they come in the neutral zone again.
Milton just can't get any puck luck right now. Bounces just not going their way. And you got to have a couple of those bounces if you want to win a state championship here. And there might be one.
There's one of those bounces. Here they come. I believe that's Mitchell. Mitchell drives in, shoots, rebound. Another rebound. Oh, it's right in front of the net now. Milton trying to get something going. Oh, that's a check. That's going to be a penalty. That's head contact right there.
It is, and that's our officiating expert, Jeremy Letourneau, down there making that call, I believe.
And you know Letourneau's going to make good calls. There's a good save by Guyette. But you know, you can see that he goes a little too high on that hit.
And we've had Jeremy on a couple of our broadcasts back in the day here on Northwest Access TV. It's as good as they get.
Jonathan O'Brien is going to go to the box for 2 minutes.
And now this is a big opportunity for Milton right here. They've got the extra man. A lot of open ice here already at Gutterson. Now Harwood's got one less player. There's one less player on the ice overall. This is an opportunity Milton needs to take advantage of late in the first period. You can get a lot of momentum by scoring a power play goal late in the period.
But Harwood clears it as 3:45 left to go here in the first period. Milton's down 1-0. Here they come. Looks to set it up. Oh, shot right in front of
Beautiful chance. Beautiful chance for Milton, and that's Owen Perry. I've talked about it. Owen Perry, Cam Goodrich, your two big-time senior defensemen. They need to take this game over it. If they have a big game, Milton will win.
But if Harwood's just going to leave that slot shot open all night, just take it.
Right.
Face-off taken one by Harwood. Let's see if they can get out of the zone. They try to. They cannot. Milton keeps it in. Let's see what they can do now.
Harwood struggling to get the puck out of their own zone.
Some good puck movement there by Owen Perry.
Milton's got to give Perry some options there. Nobody moving around on the offense here.
D'Souza tries to get it, does not. That's going to be caught by the Milton player. Whoa. Shot goes wide. Perry's going to pick it back up. Perry now over to D'Souza. D'Souza's one of the offensive stars. Shot saved by Guyette.
So that's what you want to see if you're Milton. You're moving the puck around. You're getting good shots. As long as you're able to get puck movement on the power play, good things are going to happen. Another thing for Milton right now, they got to start winning their face-offs.
They do.
They are not winning draws right now, and it's showing.
That's the one thing Milton is really struggling with, is winning draws, because Harwood wins that draw, they dump it down. That's 20 seconds on the power play that Milton just loses. Milton will pick it up behind their net now. Jackson Ealer skates slowly out to pick it up. And here comes D'Souza, I believe. D'Souza is going to have two men on him. Not sure what the idea over there from Milton was, but D'Souza just going for it by himself.
Going on the far side. Here's a good chance.
The shot's going to be blocked. Milton can keep it in for the time being. It's going to be picked up by Jackson Schruder-Smith. I cannot pronounce his name there. And Harwood's going to dump it. Harwood has a chance to finally get a change if they want it. Looks like they will.
Now 25 seconds to go on this power play. Milton's got to get one good last rush here.
Get one last good rush so you can get some possession in the zone as the Harwood defender looks ready to come back out. Milton's starting to look a little tired, Nick.
And that'll happen when you're on this big ice. But they've outshot Harwood 11-4 in this period. So
you know, you got to think if the shots end up being 32-12. Milton would be in good shape, but you never know. There's 1:48 left to go in the first period. Harwood leads the Yellow Jackets 1-0. That's going to be picked by Jackson Ealer. I believe they called an icing. They called an icing on that, so that's a big break for the Yellow Jackets. Taking the face-off from Milton's going to be number 24, Brandon Mitchell. He's going to go against Platt. Platt wins the face-off again. Milton struggling with those face-offs tonight. And Platt's going to have it now. Here he comes. It's going to be a 2-on-2. Good poke check there by number 9 for Milton, Austin Rock. And that's going to be kept in the zone. Milton gets it out now. 1:30 left to go in the first period. Skating around with it now is Ollie Hammond. Cannot get out of the zone. Milton's got a chance if they can set something up, but they're changing.
Oh. Good idea out in front, but number 16, Dustin Burnell, has to make himself more open out in front right there.
Just a big hit laid by the Harwood. Harwood dropping the wood, one might say. Shot, Ealer save, shot, Ealer wide.
Wow,
Milton's
big chance right there.
Ealer was just needed, the net was wide open, and Harwood just missed.
A couple of times they just missed a wide open cage.
Dump now. Harwood picks it up. Let's see what Hammond does with it. He's going to dump it out. It's going to go all the way down the ice. No icing as it was touched by O'Hara's stick.
Yeah, good play by Zeno there. He knocked it down before O'Hara could get a touch on that puck.
35 seconds left to go in the first period. Harwood tries to dump it down now. That's going to go all the way down again and touched on the stick. Both teams looking a little slower here.
Yeah.
As you get through the first.
And this is the biggest ice surface you'll play on at all in high school.
Owen Perry with the moves. He can't make it happen. Milton keeps it in. Shot! Oh, just wide.
That one was a millimeter away from the back of the net.
Guyette did
just
not
tip
have
in
it.
front. No, nobody saw that puck. It just bounced wide.
Good first period here, though, for Milton. You can't really hang your head down 1-0 against a team that beat you twice. You know, you've doubled up them shots on goal. What have you seen in this first period, Nick?
Milton dominated the first period. Milton looks like the better team right now. They're doing a really good job so far. They're out shooting Harwood 13-6. They're out playing the Highlanders. They've got the Highlanders offense. They've got the Highlanders offensive attack down packed. They've got a really good system to stop this Harwood team. Limited chances in that first period. They gave up a soft goal and now they're down 1-0. They're going to have to work back from that. But if Milton keeps playing in the second and third like they did in the first period, I think the Yellow Jackets have a very good shot of lifting the trophy here tonight.
We'll be back in just a moment for the second period here from Gutterson. 12 for the Yellow Jackets. Nick, that first period was interesting. We're going to the second period now. What do you look to see from both teams as we enter the second period?
Well, I mean, Milton's just got to keep doing what they were doing. They did a really good job. They outplayed Harwood in that first period, but it was kind of a weak goal that allowed Harwood to get on top early on. They've only got 7 shots. Milton has kind of got Harwood's attack figured out. We'll see what kind of adjustments the Highlanders make. And you got to remember, Harwood's got a first-year coach in Jacob Grau over there. Bryant Perry, he's not any sort of veteran at this either. This is just, I believe, his second season at the helm of Milton hockey. So 2 really young coaches right here. This is when we're going to see what kind of adjustments these coaches are going to make. Who's going to outcoach the other in this game right here, and see what kind of adjustments they make towards the second period and beyond.
You know, this is how you get to which teams are the good teams, which teams are the bad teams, because, you know, Milton, they should be able to come out here and get a goal. They got to come out here and get a goal. You don't want to go down more than 1 at this point, and it'll be very interesting the next 15 minutes of hockey here. You're watching this on Northwest Access Television. Our goalies are Guyette and Ealer, if you're just tuning in now. And taking the face-off, looks like I see Christopher Lefebvre, but I don't know if he's taking the face-off. Christopher Lefebvre
taking the draw against Platt.
All right, that face-off is taken. It's won by Harwood again. Milton cannot win a face-off to save their life tonight, Nick. Here come the Harwood. I always forget what Harwood's mascot are. They're the Minutemen, right?
They're the Highlanders.
Highlanders, there it is. Save by
cannot be giving up that rebound if you're Jackson Euler, and now it creates this chance right here.
That's just bad all around for Milton. Harwood just coming out there ready to go. Puck down out near the blue line. Milton's going to get it out. Here comes Perry. Perry's got some speed. He's dealing with it on a really annoying defender. Oh, that should be a penalty. I'm not going to call that. Oh, that was an elbow, but we'll just ignore that here. But the puck is behind the Harwood net now, picked up. No. Yeah, that's mine. Moving down my Dr. Pepper. As people in the press box cannot get a photo.
The last 30 seconds of this broadcast have just been amazing.
Well, you know, Nick, I'm rusty because I haven't had to do a lot of play-by-play this year.
I love it. It's awesome.
Face-off's going to be taken by Platt.
And then the errant Dr. Pepper in the way.
The errant Dr. Pepper in the back. All right, Milton's going to get it out in front of the Harwood net, but Harwood picks it up. Here come the Highlanders. Looking to establish the high ground. That's going to be shot, deflected by a couple of players. Picked up behind the net now by Kyle Raftery. Raftery looks to get out of the zone. He gives it up to Gaudet. Gaudet turns it over. Harwood will set it up in the neutral zone. Again, the longer the stays in the neutral zone, better for Harwood. Shot wide.
Well, Dustin, we do know that Harvard is not going to be playing tonight or in the foreseeable future.
If you're watching this on tape play, Harvard just decided to quit NCAA athletics so the coronavirus goes around.
They have quit. They have left the match.
They have left the match. No ECAC playoffs for them, even though they're probably going to lose to RPI. Anyway, here comes Harwood. Shot's going to go wide, but Ealer's going to grab it. Smart play by Ealer. And he'll freeze it. And we'll have a face-off on the right circle here as the Seven Nation Army plays over the loud system, the speakers. Taking the face-off is going to be Platt's going up against Lefebvre. Lefebvre wins the face-off. That's a sight for sore eyes for Milton. But they turn it over in the zone. Here comes O'Hara. Shot saved by Ealer. Juicy rebound. He's let alone a couple of those happen tonight. O'Hara is going to move it around now. It's going to be a shot saved by Ealer. 3 shots so far in the first 2 minutes for Harwood. Not how you want to come out if you're the Yellow Jackets. Face-off now is going to be Lefebvre against Platt again. Shot taken, hits the defender. That's going to go out of the zone. Harwood's going to have to clear.
So how did that not be? Platt with a heads-up play, and now he gets his head knocked down.
Heads-up play, and he had to keep his head up where he got hit. Okay, anyway, Milton takes the puck. Moves it around the back of the net now, picked up by the Highlanders. In the neutral zone.
Another breakout turnover there from Harwood. That's been Milton's forte here, and you see them collapsing. 3 guys pressuring on the forecheck, and it creates another
shot right in front of the net. Oh, it goes just high. That was Milton's best chance.
Oh, and then Platt with the turnover.
Shot in front of the net. Milton's finally setting something up. They've got the forecheck set up right in front of the net.
Take a shot.
Shot. Oh, decent amount of shot. Oh, hit some defenders on the way there. And Harwood gets it out of their own zone.
Crucial play there by Barnier for Milton to keep Platt, or O'Hara rather, from getting that puck for what would have been a breakaway.
Shot is going to go wide. Ealer. Oh, those juicy rebounds.
Crazy hop there on Ealer made it really tough to make that save.
Milton cannot get a bounce to save their life tonight. As Harwood looks to keep it in the zone, that's going to... Ooh.
Nice play to keep it in.
Very good hustle play. Those are the type of plays that win you a state championship. Turnover. Turn back over. Put them in the oven. Take them out of the oven. You got a bunch of turnovers.
Nice. The Eli Manning special.
Yeah, the Eli Manning, the Jameis Winston. And that's going to be offside, so it'll come back out. Yeah, that's not the Eli Manning. That's the famous Jameis. The bakery is open. Anyway, taking the face off from Milton is going to be Brandon Mitchell. Looks like he's going up against Addison Dietz. Haven't seen that name a lot today for Harwood, Nick.
Yeah,
I can't hear you.
I don't mean anything bad against Milton, but I literally can't hear them. Their student section is out of sight from us, but I haven't been able to hear them too much.
Yeah, no, Milton's been a little quiet tonight as a shot goes off of Guyette's left pad. Still in the zone, Harwood tries to get it out. They do. In the neutral zone now, tries to make a move.
Big hit at center ice.
Big hit, player down for a couple seconds. He gets back up.
It's like Tyson Sylvia.
A little slow there. And I think we have a penalty coming up on Dustin Brunel for Milton.
There's some noise. A little bit of booze from the Milton side. It's like Brunel off to the brick house over there.
Yeah, the brick house. I think that's the worst penalty box name ever, to be quite honest with you, Nick.
Well, it's a UVM sponsorship with Brookliners, Custom Masonry, and Chimney Services.
Face-off taking the one by Milton at a key time. Well, I know the sponsorship, Nick. I was here for a couple games this year. It still just doesn't make sense to call something the Brick House, but Brookliners, a good sponsor. Milton dumps it behind the Harwood net now. Harwood gets possession of it. They look to set it up. Trying to get the breakout with the puck. Weird bounces in March, Nick.
This is March.
This is March. Moved around, Harwood sets that up. That's going to be Platt. He looks around. Harwood taking their time. Saved by Ealer. Good positioning there on the post.
This is a crucial kill here for the Yellow Jackets as well. They can't afford to go down 2-0. And you look at the shots here as well. Milton being outshot 5-2 to begin this second period. Harwood has come out. It looked like they've had a little bit more energy than Milton in this second period.
They have. Face-off taken and won by Harwood.
Another face-off win there for the Highlanders, but an immediate turnover and out opportunity.
Comes the speed from Caleb Barnier. Let's see if he can do anything with it. You know, the best way to kill a penalty, Nick, is to get a short-handed goal. It's around the back of the net.
My sources can confirm.
Your sources. Multiple sources. All right, Harwood gets it back into the Milton zone now. Looks to set it up. That's going to go out of the zone.
And he threw his stick away.
Here he comes. Milton player drive shot. Saved by Gaia. You're not going to get better chances than that.
And Milton's just got to start finishing here before it gets into their heads.
Good job killing the penalty. That's going to go all the way down.
They got to get guys in there. Zach Kay's got to get in there with Perry.
They need somebody to step up here. You know, 9:16 left. We're getting to the halfway mark of this game pretty soon.
Yeah,
Harwood brings it in now.
If I'm Milton, I'm playing super aggressive on this PK. I'm taking rushes with it, bringing 2 forecheckers down, especially when the puck's right down there with no defenseman like that.
Well, Harwood has not done a good job of positioning themselves. You know,
right.
It leaves the zone and Milton is ready to go. They've had a couple chances at odd man rushes.
And I like that play there by Austin Rock to kind of position yourself in front of that, keep the puck away from Harwood. But that's an aggressive play there on defense to get in front of your guy. Because if you miss that puck, then Thompson's in alone for the breakaway there for Harwood. So you got to make sure that play happens. But that's a good aggressive play that you're going to need in a state championship game.
Harwood iced the puck, so Milton will get a face-off in the Harwood zone with 4 seconds left on the kill.
And Harwood with a very, very late change. Tanner Woodard getting on there super late.
Right.
Milton wins a draw, but then turns it over.
But Milton has it back. Oh my God! Dustin Brunel with the hammer.
Michael Clark did not see Brunel come out of the box. And Brunel almost took his lid off.
Brunel almost had to turn around and go right back to the box.
My goodness.
No, what a hit. That's some big boy hockey.
As my mentor Don Cherry once said, keep your head up, kid.
Dustin Brunel, good kid. I coached him in middle school track. He's always loved hockey. He's been getting bigger. He's been putting on more weight. He can deliver the hits like nobody knows.
Well, probably about 1,000 people know now.
1,000 people know. He's also a Blues fan, just so you know. Oh
man, instantly.
Not
as much of a fan as him.
I know.
I'm still a hurting Bruins fan right now.
A hurting Bruins fan.
Still a little bit triggered.
If you're hurting, actually, you'd probably be on the Colorado Avalanche roster, as half their roster is currently out. If you're really actually in pain, you're probably on the IR.
Nice.
Yeah, no. Life's good as an Avs fan, Nick. Half the roster's out. Face-off's going to be taken now by Zachariah Kay. Lost. Oh, here's going to be a chance goal. Oh, man, that's it.
For Finn O'Hara, that's what he will do to you if you let him.
O'Hara just wins the face-off and just buries it. Not really much you can do there. If you're Milton, you got to win the face-off.
Yeah, and that's just a snipe show there from Finn O'Hara, the sophomore. I mean, he is a big kid. And, I mean, he just gets the job done down there for Harwood. And now this is a big lead for the Highlanders. That's a huge, possibly season-changing goal right there.
Well, you know what they say about a 2-goal lead in hockey, Nick.
The Avalanche always lose it?
Hey. Coming from the Bruins fan.
It's only because they're injured, right?
Yes. Oh, shot right on goal to the side there. Guyette pushes it away. And here comes Harwood now. You know, you got to make sure the brakes don't fall off if you're Milton. Ealer with the save.
Big save there from Ealer. O'Hara with another opportunity. Every time he gets a chance to put the puck on the net, it's going to be a good opportunity for Harwood. And Ealer kind of big with a big save right there. I mean, if Harwood is able to get a third goal here before Milton scores, then the Yellow Jackets are in trouble.
Yeah, I don't want to say it might be over. That goes off Ealer's mask into the crowd.
Oh, and we're right up over the netting.
Keep your head up. Keep your head on a swivel. And enjoy the free souvenir. some high school kids just got a nice little surprise there.
Yeah.
Are those kids from Milton? I think they might be from Milton.
I don't know. We definitely won't have to worry about pucks going into the stands at the NCAA tournament, both hockey or basketball.
We got to get another puck.
A good showing tonight. This might be the last game in the history of the world with spectators at it. So,
hey Nick, there's another game on after this. You'll get the Cam Wood commentary team for the BFA game as they're also in the championship. Nice move. Shot high. Harwood has possession of it now in their own zone. Here they come. They turn it over. Never mind. Here they come again. Now they have it in the neutral zone. They're bringing it down. That's going to be some good moving from Platt.
Not sure what Platt was doing there, bringing it back to the forehand there. If he would have danced to the outside, he had a wide open area. Milton, he went right into the Milton defense there.
He did, and that didn't go so well for him. You know, I'm the Irvin Magic Johnson of hockey commentary, Nick, as it's picked up by Jonathan O'Brien. O'Brien, just makes something happen now, turns it over. Milton just can't do anything. You can kind of tell the wind's out of their sails now. Harwood has just been playing dominant the last minute or so. Here comes Milton now. Here's Brunel. He dropped the big hit. He drops a shot. Does not get on. No, nice shot. Rebound. Oh, he goes right into Guyette. Oh, that's a collision. We'll see what happens here. I don't think they're going to call goalie interference. I think he just blew a tire.
It's a state championship game. He's going 100% for a wide open rebound down 2-0 more than halfway through the game.
Yeah, and you know, you don't blame him for something like that because that's what you got to do in a state championship game.
And that was Milton's best chance of the night right there, I believe.
It was their best chance of the night. Well, one of their multiple best chances of the night.
But Harwood has really come out, and if you remember, Dustin, I was saying Milton needs to go 100% now back in the first period while they have the momentum. Now they've lost the momentum. They're down 2-0. They've got to find a way to get it back, and maybe for Brunel, a play like that can start it.
Well, you know, you got 6 minutes, so 6:23 left to go here in the second period, so you just want to do your best to get something on the board here if you're Milton. Heck, if I'm Milton, I either want to just try to turn the momentum around, maybe get a few more shots, just something that you can take to the locker room and say, okay, calm down, you got plenty of time, there's 21 minutes left in this game. Plenty of time to get a goal or two. Around the right side now, checking right in front of us. Shot's going to be shot, Ealer saved, dropped it though.
And that whole sequence started right down low. I believe it might have been Rock, number 9, made the play just sent a puck, a blind backhand pass up the wall there, and it turns into a turnover. Harwood gets a good opportunity like that. Milton needs to go back to what's worked for them all year long, just smart team game where you're making smart plays, smart passes to get the puck out of your own zone. You can't be doing no-look blind passes in your own zone down 2-0.
Yeah, that was. I saw a stick go flying. I don't know if that's a slash stick, but I guess they don't call them. But when a stick goes flying most of the time. Anyway, Milton takes possession of it in their own zone. Blows a tire. Tire blowing. More blown tires than at Thunder Road on a Thursday night.
Nice.
Milton, Jesus. You just keep falling all over the place.
The beautiful game.
It's a beautiful game. Harwood has possession of it. That should be a penalty. That might have been a penalty. There's just a lot going on there right now. Just a lot of.
This game is just going nuts.
Not stick discipline. No stick discipline now. All right, Milton moves.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, that's going to be done by Harwood. It'll be an icing though. Ealer touches up. Doing the sportsmanship thing, helping the refs out, make it so the refs don't have to bend over. You know, these guys are old.
Nice.
As it is Letourneau.
Yeah, don't be mean to Jeremy. He's a good guy.
Oh, you know, Letourneau, he's been doing it for a while. He doesn't have to bend over. He's what, mid-30s now? Faceoff's going to be taken by number 10, Christopher Lefebvre. Lefebvre wins it in front of the net. Oh, that was almost in. Milton needs to get somebody on that puck. What are you doing, Milton? Jumped out of the zone. There's 4 guys just watching the one guy go after it. Send someone in. If you're going to dump and chase, at least chase. Milton grabs it now. That's going to be Perry. Perry tries to get out of the zone. He does. Harwood takes possession off the stick. This is going to be on a platter for Perry. Can he do something with it? In front of the net. Shot. Goal! Your Milton goal. We'll see who the scorer is, but Perry assisted that. I believe it was Simeon or Brunel. You know, Nick, you have a microphone. You can talk.
Dustin Brunel, I believe, got the goal. No, it was D'Souza. I saw the 6.
I saw D'Souza, and I didn't know if he got the goal, so that's what Milton needed.
And that's Milton's goal scorer right there. Nick D'Souza makes the play happen.
Yellow Jackets right back into this game.
And Milton with a huge goal. They absolutely needed that to make it a 1-goal game, at least going into the intermission here. Now we talked about it. They needed something to get the momentum back. And a nice little 2-on-1 between 2 of your senior captains is a perfect way to do that.
Well, and you talk about that puck luck, Nick. You know, that was a good bounce. Milton finally got a good bounce of the puck, and it worked out for them. It fell right into Perry's breadbasket. He was able to get it down, deke out a guy, and get the backhanded pass to D'Souza for a beautiful goal. It's back now into the Harwood zone. It's going to be picked up by number 4 for Harwood, Jacob Green. Green looks to get it out. Harwood looks to get it out. Here comes O'Hara. O'Hara, he's got the speed. Good stick check. O'Hara still has it, though. With the moves. He looks to get in front of the net. Ealer off his stick. Around the back of the net now. It's out in front. Milton's going to be able to jump that.
Ealer's lost his stick. He's going to get it back. And it's going to be icing either way.
Oh,
that was dangerous times there for Milton. You cannot give up a goal. That would be deflating for this Yellow Jacket team.
Just as they got the momentum.
To give up a goal instantly. Ealer doing a good job keeping the puck out. Milton with some good plays defensively, specifically by Caleb Barnier to knock the puck off of O'Hara's stick.
Face-off taking shots by Ealer. He really had to go from east to west there because that puck got deflected at the last moment, it looked like, Nick. And he had to stick that pad out, stick that glove out, and beautiful job there by Ealer.
Well, here's where we're at, Dustin. There's 18:27 left in this game. Jackson Ealer has to be phenomenal from here on out.
Oh, he has another save there, right off a slap shot, right off a face-off.
And Milton's got to win a face-off. I mean, my goodness, this is getting a little bit ridiculous. Harwood has probably won 90% of the draws in this game, and Milton is not going to get any relief for their defense or their goaltender until they can win a draw in their own zone here. And another one, and I think they'll eventually end up winning that.
That's a 50-50. We'll call that a draw, but Harwood gets
a turnover.
Shot, saved by Ealer. He's in it now.
Yeah, we saw Jackson Ealer. He did not look sharp in the first period, and now I think he is right in the zone. He is playing his best hockey right now.
Puck is grabbed by Harwood. Turned over out in front. Here comes Perry. Perry's got speed. Here he comes. Let's see what he can do. He tries to deke out a man. It's not there.
Oh, he's lucky he didn't get a hooking call right there.
And Perry's going to have a front of the shot. Saved by Guyette. And Milton can't keep it in the zone, so they have to leave the zone. They dump it back in. Harwood's going to get a chance to settle this down now. And Harwood's going to ice this putt. No, they're not going to.
They wave it off. Jeremy said that they had a good opportunity to get that puck, so there's no icing.
That's a good one. Milton is going to shoot it in. Bouncy shot. They're going to set up the dump chase for check. And Harwood's just going to dump it right back out. That's going to go all the way. No icing. Ealer's going to come out and play it. I don't like that. I don't like
what
that.
Is happening? What are you doing, man?
Oh, Ealer with a dumb play. You can't come out that far.
Fantastic analysis. I think he thought better of that. As soon as he came out, he was like, oh man, I messed this one up. But it ended up working out for Milton. His defense did the job, just like he's been saving his defense for a lot of this game. So it works both ways. O'Hara just drops the kid. This first line's going to do some magic. Woodard down out in front.
1:38 left to go here. In the second period, Milton's going to finally clear it.
Well, that's a huge shot right there from Jacob Green for Harwood. Just fires it into a crowd. That was best case scenario. The puck takes a wild deflection. Almost ends up in the back of the net for the Islanders.
Milton tries to dump it in now. They're going to get a change while they're at it. Chasing it down for the Yellow Jackets is going to be Riley Zeno. He cannot get there. Harwood gets it out of the zone. 1:15 left.
That was a Highgate Arena bounce right there. Milton played it perfectly because they play in Highgate Arena.
Speaking of Highgate Arena bounces, that's a shot saved by Euler. Wow, that was a little more hot than he would think. Oh,
he
man.
mishandled that puck again.
That's
and they mishandle it again. Oh, my goodness.
Not great times if you're Milton. Oh, that's a spinarello on the hit there. 50 seconds left to go. Euler misplaces it again. You know, at this point, Nick, I'm just going to try to make you laugh a lot. In front of the net, Euler!
Oh, man, what's happening? Euler is just doing everything that goaltenders are not recommended to do right now.
And he's somehow not getting burnt on it at this moment.
This man looks like a young Tim Thomas right now.
The young Tim Thomas.
Doing everything to put everyone's hearts in their throat.
And by young Tim Thomas, I mean not Bruins Stanley Cup Tim Thomas.
Oh my goodness.
We're talking mid-20s, can't make an NHL roster Tim Thomas. That's what, 4 bad misplays in a row that he hasn't got burned.
But it's working for him. He's just doing crazy moves out in front of the goal that no goaltender coach would ever recommend that you do, but he's making it work.
Yeah, if it works, it works. Baseball diving catch. Here comes Harwood. 25 seconds left to go. Shot, save, rebound. Milton in front of the net again.
Gotta get that puck out of there, man. You gotta make a play on it.
This is the beautiful game, Nick. 13 seconds left to go in the second period. Milton's gonna try to dump it. They do. And that's going to be decision. Not enough time. 5 seconds left to go. 4-3. And this should be your end of the second period. It is.
The sandwich.
Some extracurricular activities. Both teams kind of laughing off. D'Souza got hit with, a couple guys just shaking hands, making sure we're okay. So at the end of 2, Nick, it's 2-1 Harwood. What are your thoughts?
Dustin, I'll make it short and sweet. What in the world was that?
We'll be back with your third period on Northwest Access TV. All right, welcome back to the Gutterson Fieldhouse as we will be starting our third and final period of the VPA Boys Hockey D2 Championships. We got Harwood up 2-1 against Milton. I'm Dustin Tanner, and Nick Mumley is still here.
Haven't left yet.
He could have left at any time. We were surprised to get you on the broadcast tonight. All right, Nick, it's 2 periods. It's your championship game. What are you saying if you're Harwood, and what are you saying if you're Milton?
Well, Harwood's just got to come out and play strong. They really outplayed Milton in period number 2 and really got the job done. Harwood outshot the Yellow Jackets 16-5 in period number 2 of this game. Both teams scored a goal in that second period. Harwood's just got to come out and do what they did in the second. For Milton, they've had the opportunities. They just need to put the puck in the back of the net. It all comes down to this: 15 minutes for the season, and for many of these young players, their career.
15 minutes to glory. Yeah, it's D2. None of these guys are playing at the next level, unfortunately.
Oh well.
You hate to see it. Anyway, we're going to be going out to center ice, resetting the clock, getting the change in. Here we go. Taking the face-off from Milton. It looks like it's going to be a number 10, Christian Lefebvre. Oh, no, that's not Lefebvre. That looks like Carter Milo. I'm not sure who it was. But anyway, Milton wins the face-off, something they haven't done a lot of tonight. But Harwood gets it and brings it into the neutral zone. Here comes Platt, who said his name a lot tonight. Euler plays it. Jackson Euler in the random place. Here comes Perry. Perry has a chance to make something happen. He kind of blows a tire. Shot is put on net. Guyette pushes it away. Harwood's going to move it around now. Tries to get it out of their zone. They do. Platt brings it back up.
Beautiful play there by Goodrich, knowing this is his last period of hockey.
Cooper Goodrich just trying his hardest to make something happen. Pushes it to the side. O'Hara makes something happen. What was that chant, Nick?
I think they're just chanting HU.
HU, Harwood U. That's an icing on Harwood
University.
Harwood University. Even
it's really unfair that there's a university playing in the Division II Boys Ice Hockey Championship.
Hey, it would be the only college team to play at UVM this year. Had to get one in there. Because we are at Gutterson, you know.
Are we?
We are. This is the last Boys Hockey Championship to be held at Gutterson.
Really?
I believe they're going to be moving it to the Tarrant Center next year.
Oh.
I believe.
The Tarrant Center is going to be a basketball facility.
What's
so
the hockey arena going to be called?
Gutterson Fieldhouse.
Oh, it's still going to be called Gutterson? Well, look at that, Nick.
They're not tearing it down. They're just renovating it.
I thought the Tarrant Center was going to be the
Tarrant Center is the new basketball gym.
I thought they were calling it the whole thing.
I don't think so.
Huh. Well, this will be the last game on this inner.
I do want to see a hockey game played at the Tarrant Center, though. That would be very interesting.
Make it happen.
It would be kind of like much smaller.
Well, technically, if you open the doors,
I don't think your skates would work as well.
Depends on how far you define the new arena.
Right.
Anyway, face off at center ice.
The spacious seating and beautiful views, though.
Oh yeah. You think about the courtside view on the ice. Like you could get Chet. Milton brings the puck down now.
Yeah, no boards could be an interesting dilemma as well.
Yeah, you probably get hit by a lot of pucks. It's play the puck. All right, Milton has it behind the net. Let's get a little serious now. We can
the third period of the state championship game, and we're just
we can keep it silly when the puck is in the neutral zone because it doesn't matter when the puck is in the neutral zone. But Milton has the puck now.
Smooth there.
Good move. Shot. It's going to go off Guyette's stick. Harwood will get it. They will clear it. Milton has a man waiting there to dump it right back in. So they'll reset, they'll change, and Harwood will take possession of it. Behind the net now, tries to get it out of the zone. Here come the Highlanders. Good defensive play there by Milton to keep it in Harwood's zone.
And to go along with the basketball theme, the Harwood student section is chanting defense. Just something I've never heard chanted at a hockey game in my entire life.
Well, it's a basketball game now, Nick. The hockey school has become a basketball school, so it's still in Harwood's zone. Might need to start chanting defense again. All right, O'Hara had a chance there. Can't make anything happen with it. That first line for Harwood, they got to be getting a little tired, man.
They've been on the ice all night long. You see Platt moving in.
Save, Ealer.
Big save by Ealer. Takes a little bit of a shot there from Platt afterwards, but we talked about it. Ealer is playing some wild hockey, especially at the end of the second. He's got to come out, have a really good third period. I think the team that scores next in this game is going to win. And if Milton goes down 3-1, they are in some trouble.
Well, I think Milton's in some trouble every second this clock ticks because, you got to get that second goal. Here they come.
You can't panic yet. That's the thing. You've got to continue to play smart. There's a lot of game left to go, and you're only down 1.
Shot, save, shot, save. Oh! That's going to be good! Oh, man! Milton gets the garbage goal to tie this one off! Oh, wow! What a goal! Hot clock, Nick. Hot clock. They're going to talk it over.
That was the most garbage goal I've ever seen in my life. But I'll tell you something about garbage goals, Dustin. They all look the same on the scoreboard, and we're tied at 2.
They do. We'll see if they allow it. They're talking it over.
They've got to. There's no way they can rule this off. Should be a huge blow to the Yellow Jackets if they do blow it off.
Goalie's mad. Oh, they're going to go to Greg Lamore. Look at that. They have Greg down there.
What?
Oh, no. They're going to the review. They're going to the review.
Yeah, of course they are. That's insane.
Oh, we got reviews of hockey. They're talking it over.
I never thought that I would see the County Courier have the ultimate decision.
Oh, man. We got the goal. Okay. I think they're just talking to the goal judge now, actually.
Okay.
We'll give this a second.
This is the most insane thing I've ever seen.
Oh, man. What are we looking at here? Do we need to pull the tape out? You got a close-up on that?
Do we have instant replay?
We have instant replay. They're going to call it...
We need to go to the replay center in Toronto. Somebody call Toronto.
Somebody call Toronto. We need Toronto. It's good. Let's see. We're talking it over. Come on, Letourneau. Give it to us. Come on, Letourneau. Oh, boy. They're going to go. That's a goal.
Yeah, there it is.
After the instant review, we got ourselves the goal. Milton scores. they're juiced up. It's a goal. Shot from the point, bouncing puck. Picked up by Guyette. He almost lost that for a second.
And that has the ability to change this game. Look at this Harwood student section. They are shocked.
The Harwood student section, we just heard the "we can't hear you" all the way down on the other side.
I challenged Milton earlier to get a little bit louder. They have gotten louder, and they've eliminated this 2-0 deficit.
That's amazing. Lefebvre gets credited for the goal. I don't think he touched it. That's going to be an icing.
Big goal for the senior Lefebvre. 2 goals for seniors on this Milton team tonight. And all that momentum has gone back to the Yellow Jackets. They have just 8 shots since the first period. But they have the crowd support. They have the momentum. It is electric in this building right now.
Well, last time these two teams met, they went to overtime and it was a 3-2 game. So, you know, Harwood, they can't get possession of it. It's dumped into the zone now by Milton. These two teams have played some good games this year. Perry's going to get it. He's going to look in front of the net. He's going to try to go around for the wraparound shot. Saved by Guyette.
Saved Guyette. And a slight humble brag here. We're back at the beginning of the postseason. I put out my predictions.
Oh boy.
For the Division II Boys Hockey Championships.
Milton wins the face-off. It's in front of the net! Oh! This goes wide!
And I had Milton and Harwood going to overtime in the final.
Well, there you go.
So let's see how it ends here.
Puck is out of the zone now. Milton has to dump it back in. They cannot. Here comes O'Hara. He's got a chance. He's got the speed. He's got the moves. It's offsides.
And it's so loud in here, Dustin, you can't even hear the offsides whistle.
You can't. So to reset things for you here now, it's 2-2 with 10:32 left in period 3. 24 shots on goal for Harwood, 22 shots on goal for Milton. Milton has had the last goal. Milton's had the last 2 goals, actually.
Yeah, it was D'Souza and then Lefebvre, 2 senior forwards for this Milton team, getting back-to-back goals to erase the 2-0 deficit with the season on the line. We don't touch that.
Zone now, Harwood. Milton pushes it back in the zone. Harwood's playing a lot of hockey in their own zone right now.
And Harwood, it feels like their last goal to make it 2-0 was a century ago. They need to do something to get the momentum back. They need to get O'Hara, Platt, and Woodard involved in this game.
Well, you know, Milton looks like they've been able to roll more lines tonight, Nick, so maybe that depth is starting to become an issue here for the Highlanders, and that's going to hit his stick. That's not going to be an icing. That's going to be a foot race. Oh, there's a hit right there, bud.
That hurts.
That puck is, nobody knows where that puck is with the hit. Focusing on the hit. Here it comes, Harwood. They're coming now down that some ice into the Milton zone. Players held.
Oh, they're going to call interference on that.
They're going to call interference on Milton, I believe.
Oh, man, I don't know about that one.
What a weak interference call.
For the 3rd period, less than 10 to go in the state championship game. Man, LeGros usually done a really good job, but that was a bad call.
Well, you know, last time Milton was on the penalty kill, they got some offensive chances out of it. I would play that aggressively right now. Milton could turn this into an opportunity. Harwood can get a game-winning goal. Let's see who wins the face-off. It's going to be won by Harwood. Milton defender lost a stick. Harwood the offender lost a stick. Out on the point now. Shot up, passed around actually. Looking to set it up.
Harwood looking for the perfect power play here for the go-ahead goal.
It's going to be out in front. Milton's going to take possession of it. Player's going to get hit. He's going to dump that. Milton Tafel looking for a call. Harwood.
Milton with an aggressive forecheck. It's a couple guys get caught back there.
2-on-2. Front Ealer now. He saves it. Could have been a garbage goal there. So you know now this is a fair game in the sense that both teams have a garbage goal.
Definitely, yeah. But for Jackson Ealer right now, this is the biggest little stretch of the game right now because he needs to stand up in this Milton goal and play the best hockey of his life to keep Milton in it through this penalty kill.
Milton clears it out of the zone. It's going to be played by Guyette. It's going to be behind the net. Milton is being very aggressive. They're sending a forechecker, which is, you know, I think
they're not sitting back.
If you said Nicholas D'Souza has enough speed where he can sometimes win those odd man rushes and he can make something happen. Front of the net now behind Harwood, moving it. That's going to be Green. Green still has it. Gives it over to Sylvia. Silva shoots. Save.
Big stop.
By Euler.
Glove save and a beauty from Euler right there.
You love to see him, the Buttes.
And you look at Harwood, they've got that top line out there offensively. They've got at least Platt and O'Hara out there. Platt now out on the left point. It looks like maybe they'll try to set him up for a one-timer opportunity.
Some puck possession issues here.
And Platt's got to do something with that puck. They get it to him on the point, and the play was to get that puck to him. And when Milton was able to thwart that out, it looks like Harwood kind of forgot what to do and couldn't think for themselves.
25 seconds left on the power play now for the Highlanders. You get one last rush right here. They come! Shot save!
That's the save of the game right there from Euler. What a play, moving right in all by himself, Sylvia. And
shot save, another save, shot save! Wide puck off the shot!
Point blank there for O'Hara, and he misses the net.
Oh man, O'Hara had a wide open net. You're going to think about that one. Milton's got a chance for the take pass. He did not touch it, but they're not going to call icing because he's there. So Rafferty has a chance for it now, right in front of the net, hit a Harwood stick. Milton had a chance on the odd man rush, the man coming out of the box. Puck is in the Milton zone. Now Milton will settle it down. Cooper Goodrich, here he comes. Goodrich.
Beautiful move by Goodrich.
He dekes at a man. He's trying to get around another man. Goodrich is going to try that one behind the net. Perry is going to get there. Can he do anything with it? Perry moves it around. Poke checked away by Jacob Green. Green's going to skate it down the ice now. They have no number. Good move there by Green. He just can't make anything happen with it. And Milton's going to take possession again. They're going to try to get it out of the zone. They cannot. It's still in the zone. Harwood still has a chance. Shot a little wide. I think there's an offsides call.
Yeah, still can't. You just can't hear the whistles right now. There's so much tension built up in this arena right now. Both teams with fantastic chances. I mean, both teams coming really close, but I mean, it's come down to Jackson Euler just making big-time saves. Senior moments for this young man right now in the Milton goal.
Face-off taken and won by the Yellow Jackets gone out of the zone, so we'll see where they bring the face-off. It's going to be on the outside still. All right, taking the face-off for Milton is going to be, I don't know who it is for Milton. It's going to be Gavin Thompson. You know, these teams have such similar color schemes. They have the yellow, so sometimes you get them confused. Here comes Milton, I believe. Oh, there was a chance there, Milton. Oh, that should have been offsides.
Yeah.
Blown call there by the refs.
They just give him they give him the benefit of the doubt right there. Milton wasn't really going to do anything with that play.
Harwood now looks to set it up, turned over behind the net! Milton cannot get good wood on it! Oh, that would have been, there's something called. And a slash!
Okay, it's going to be on Harwood. Ollie Hammond is off to the box.
All right.
Came really, really close right there. A couple of passes that were just behind their man. I mean, just coming so close to making something happen right there with the Yellow Jackets. Now 5:57 left to go. Like I said, I think next goal wins this game.
Oh, I think next goal wins this game too, Nick. I think you're correct. I don't think we're getting more than 2 goals in this game. Not even. Oh no!
Can't do that.
He's going to have the breakaway shot.
He missed again. O'Hara's missed a wide open net 3 times tonight.
Oh man, Milton caught the biggest break of the night, I think, with O'Hara is still having the puck behind the net. Harwood. Oh, terrible start to the power play. Shot. Oh, goes wide. Harwood keeps it in the Milton zone. Around the ice now. Milton, what are you doing? Get this out of the zone. Like,
Dustin, you sound like a parent right now.
Well, you know you're on the power.
There it is.
Here it comes. The odd man rush.
Got to get up with speed.
Here they come, Milton. It's going to be D'Souza. D'Souza Looks like something happened. Can't get anything there. Tries to dump it back around the net.
You got to get guys to the front of the net, and you got to make plays happen quickly and smartly, and you can't be taking chances like that.
And here comes Harwood again. They have some speed. That could have been a score. Oh. Milton. I think they're not calling a penalty on that. I thought something got tripped up, but
the puck came loose, and it just kind of came towards the net, and Ely wasn't expecting it. And it almost went in. He had to make a big left pad save.
Next time I decline the penalty if I'm Milton after this power play. Oof. Big yikes. Anyway, Milton resets the puck behind.
Dustin's speaking like a millennial.
Big yikes. Here come the Yellow Jackets. They're skating it now with the speed. On net, it's going to hit the
you got to get in there.
Nobody knows where that is. It's going to be picked up by the Fave. The Fave right in front of the net. Bouncy puck. Milton's going to keep that in. They do. Shot from the point. Goes wide. Lefebvre's going to pick it up back now. See what he does with it. A bouncing puck. Almost a chance for Bernier. In front of the net again. Milton had some chances. They just haven't been able to do anything with them tonight. Shot. Point. Wide again. Bernier is going to have it. Shot. Point. Wide again. Put off point aside. And that's going to come out of the zone. And there's a streaking Harwood defender. I hope Milton knows. Harwood's going to try to keep this in the zone. They cannot. It's going to get dumped. That's going to be an icing.
Well, Milton getting the chances right there. And one thing you can't help but notice, Dustin, in this game right now, is a lot of players losing sight of the puck when it comes up off the goal. And it's a legitimate question. I wonder if any of these kids have ever played in a situation where there's stands behind the net before, and if that is causing them to lose sight of the puck.
I don't think either teams have. Anyway, Harwood wins this draw.
It's just little things like that that could affect your viewpoint.
Milton trying to make something happen behind the net. They turn it over. Just kind of some sloppy. Some beautiful game right now, Nick. Some beautiful game.
Absolutely. This is definitely a far cry from the Highgate Arena to the Ice Center of Washington.
The Ice Center of Washington. One of those things is not like the other. One is much nicer. One has hosted the Bruins before, as Ehlers going to save that off his pads. Ehlers slowing down a little bit. Oh, no. Save by Ehlers. Milton looks gassed. You know, if I'm the coach for Milton, next stoppage of play, I call a timeout if I'm Perry.
Yeah.
I think about it. That's going to be an icing.
And we will likely see Bryant Perry use his timeout here for Milton. Still 2.5 minutes to go here.
So Milton's second line is going to be out now.
And I'm not seeing Milton nor Harwood making any changes here.
Well, you know, you can get a change.
Well, you get the changes, but, I mean, man, this is a perfect time for somebody to call a timeout. This game's definitely hit a little bit of a snag.
Face-off taken in one. Let's see if Milton can get it out of the zone. They can. That's key for Milton because now Harwood has to set up the forecheck all over again. Do you play for overtime at this point, Nick? With 2:21 left to go. No?
No. Tom Brady, 2001, won his first Super Bowl by not playing for overtime.
So how aggressive do you play here in these last 2 minutes?
To win the state championship.
Okay.
If you take your foot off the gas for even a second on the offensive side, I would be second guessing myself if I lost the state championship in any fashion, whether it's in the second overtime, 10 seconds into the first overtime, or 10 seconds to go in the game. If I'm not going 100% trying to put the puck in the back of the net, I'm second guessing myself for a long time after that.
All right, so 2 minutes left, 1:59, 2-2's the score. Harwood's getting loud, Milton's getting loud. Both these teams are very loud right now. Milton's got a chance. Here comes D'Souza. He shoots it. It goes wide. Puck is in the Harwood zone now. Oh no! Turnover. O'Hara had a chance, but great defensive play there by D'Souza. Oh! That's a very aggressive stick swing.
And Harwood going for it all right now. Got their first line on the ice.
1:28 left to go here in the third period. Here comes Milton. Looking to bring it down. Shot. Save. Rebound. Milton. Perry. Perry has the puck. Let's see if Perry can do anything with it. Owen Perry cannot. Still in the zone. O'Hara, here he comes. He's going to have a one-on-one. Defensive play, shot, save by Jackson Ealer.
That's such a big save for Jackson Ealer. Once again, I mean, O'Hara is so dangerous. He's only a sophomore. And, man, what a play there by Ealer to make that stop. That's not an easy save. Both teams know that they're one good shot for winning the championship.
We got a timeout taken now. 1 minute left to go. Shots on goal, 33 for Harwood, 27 for Milton. Harwood took a 2-0 lead. Milton has stormed back with a goal, tying the game up with a garbage goal here in this third period, but you take them the way you get them. So you draw it up now. As a coach, what are you saying in this timeout, Nick?
I mean, you just got to say, hey, listen, I don't care if you're tired. I mean, this is 103 left in the state championship game. This is what you live for. This is what you work for your entire life. As a hockey player, is moments like this, thousands of fans in here cheering for you, knowing this place will erupt if you score the game-winning goal. I mean, it all comes down to this. This is what you've worked for your entire life. And, I mean, the pure adrenaline should just carry these players the rest of the way here in this one.
Oh, this is going to be a last exciting 67 seconds. We might get some overtime even then. You never know when this game's going to end. They can't tie in the state championship, Nick. That's the one thing we do know. So somebody is going to have to get a goal. It looks like it's going to be Platt taking the face-off for Harwood. I see Lefebvre lining up for Milton. Face-off taken and won by Milton. They get it out of the zone. But O'Hara brings it back in. O'Hara right out in front. Good numbers there. All right, here comes Milton with the speed. It's Nick D'Souza. Nick D'Souza shoots wide.
That's your opportunity right there. You've got to make those chances go.
You can't get a better opportunity than that in the last minute of a hockey game, Nick. Milton's going to shoot it back in. 33 seconds left to go. And here comes Harwood. Harwood. It's Southern Depth.
Good forecheck there by Milton. Gets a turnover.
Oh, good hit there. Both of them get knocked out. That's going to be in. O'Hara.
And they rule icing.
They rule icing, which is really interesting. All right, so the face-off is going to come down to Harwood zone 14.6. You know what you said about winning face-offs, Nick? This would be a real clutch face-off win.
Yeah.
As this hockey arena is full now. BFA fans are starting to get here.
Milton's got to try to find a way.
Timeout's going to be taken by Milton.
Brian Perry's going to use his timeout here. Milton's got to try to find a way to get a guy in a shooter's position off this face-off. Try to win it. I mean, this is the most important face-off of the game right here. You got to try to make an opportunity up where you can get it off the draw, get it clean back to somebody. I'd want, a Cam Goodrich or a Nick D'Souza in the high slot, top of the circles area. And then you just got to try to fire away a one-timer. Get it to him like a pass off the face-off. That's the play I'm drawing up right now if I'm Brian Perry. But you've also got to be prepared if you don't win the face-off, because Milton has not done that tonight. We got to be real here. They have not done well in the face-off circle. So
I would have 4 guys in the zone. I'd have one guy just staying back just in case. I feel like you have one guy creeping around center ice.
I'm going 5 guys, all for the net right now. 16 seconds to go. There's a long way back down to the net. I think there's a good chance. Are they going to pull Ealer here?
No way.
Okay. I was going to say, that's your absolute, tinfoil hat. I want to win this game now. Who cares about overtime? And here we go. They're going to put 2 guys on the right, and it's going to be Barnier in the shooter's position. No, he's going to be up on the left point. Milton not really trying anything here. It's going to be interesting. You got to have Lefebvre win the draw.
Thompson and Lefebvre are your 2 in the center circle.
You got D'Souza ready for a possible one-timer out there. Milton does win the draw. They got a shot there. That was what they drew up.
Oh, here comes Harwood. They have a chance on the rebound. Oh, that was a good check.
Oh, you can't call that, man. Come on.
You know what? I still take that penalty if I'm Milton for the second. You know, I don't want to take that penalty, but he was going to walk right in and score.
That's LeGros's second terrible call of this game. Oh my goodness.
I don't like the call, but it is what it is. So
yeah, no, it is.
Referee goes to the box.
That a referee would have the audacity to make that call with 4.7 seconds left in the game.
Go down there and yell at our referee expert right off the bat, Nick.
Oh, that wasn't even Jeremy. It's been his other guys all night.
It's face-off taken in one. That's going to tick out to 1. We're going to overtime. All right. Here for 3 periods. It is 2-2. Oh. All right, thoughts going into overtime, sir.
Well, Milton's going to have a penalty now, and I'm not a Milton homer by any means. As a Missisquoi graduate, I think that is really annoying that Milton is going to be forced to kill a penalty in the overtime here. But I mean, it's all going to have to start with Jackson Ealer, and there's going to be a lot of open ice. I say you put Nick D'Souza and Owen Perry out there. You stick with the guys that have worked for you all year long, and you make something happen. So I'm not sure. What is the protocol for overtime here?
We got 2 minutes in between the periods. They don't resurface the ice in overtime in high school.
Okay.
Kind of the same thing at hockey. They just kind of play it. And after this 2-minute little break, which will stay with you, we'll have this face-off. Continuous 5-on-5 overtime until the cows come home, Nick.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting here to see what we get with Milton being on this penalty, or on this penalty kill. Harwood with the power play. And basically this 2-minute 30-second break that we're seeing is going to give time for the Harwood top line to rest up. I can almost guarantee you we'll see them for the whole 2 minutes of this power play, or 1:56, whatever's left on it here, and it's actually on Owen Perry to make matters worse for Milton. Man, I just think Milton's got to be frustrated right now. They got to find a way to get through this and make something happen here in this overtime. You got to just kind of take a deep breath, calm yourself down, and say, all right, this is a situation that we have been put up against, so let's go make something happen. It'll be even sweeter for the Yellow Jackets if they can get a kill here and then go out and win the game in overtime.
Yeah, so this is surviving advance time. This is all or nothing at this point. You know, the one saving grace for Milton would be if Owen Perry comes out. They've had the chance with that odd man rush after the penalty tonight. You know, that's one of the best guys to get that chance. I think you just do everything you can to kill the penalty, and then you go from there. You reset. Plenty of time. Jackson Ealer has to play the best he's ever played. I hope he's ready for it.
Yeah, and I mean, this is it for Jackson Ealer and all of these Milton seniors. They've worked for this their entire life. And it all comes down to this overtime period. One little tiny mistake could end your hockey career. You just got to focus on taking it one thing at a time. You got to kill the penalty here first for Milton. You've got to put all your focus into that, playing your best defense. Jackson Ealer's got to play his best. He's got to play his best goaltender of his life right here, and then Milton can go from there. Unless they can get a good opportunity and break away 5 on 4, and you know, it's overtime. It's a state championship. You know, it's go or go home.
We're gonna get ready for the launch.
I'm saying if I'm Milton right here, I'm putting 2 guys up on the forecheck, going 100%. Maybe try to get a shorty here. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, the best way to kill a penalty, Nick, is to get a short-handed goal.
You can end the power play real quick if you get a goal.
Face-off taken 1 by Harwood. They'll set it up in their own zone. They'll think about it now. 7:50 left to go in the first overtime. Continuous 8-minute overtime at the VPA level.
This is the first time I've seen anything this setting of overtime, so it's going to be weird. This is not the orthodox method of hockey playoff overtime.
Harwood is going to move it around now. That's O'Hara. O'Hara thinks about it, doesn't have anything, gives it over to Platt. Platt over to the other side. That's going to come out. Harwood, not what you want there. Picked up by Jacob Green. Jacob Green is going to survey. He's going to try to get it into Jonathan O'Brien. O'Brien now looking around. That's going to go out. D'Souza's going to have a chance here on the rush. Here comes Nicholas D'Souza. He's going to shoot. That's going to go wide. Now Harwood's going to have the opposite rush back. Here they come. O'Hara, he's going to shoot. Ealer's going to save it.
Well, D'Souza shot for the rebound right there. And Lefebvre just couldn't get there for it in time. Couldn't beat his man. But that's a good idea from D'Souza. Maybe shoot for a rebound there, trying to get something, try to get an easy goal to finish it.
Both teams, both with the chance. Face-off now taken one by Harwood. It stays in the Milton zone. They're going to set it up now. It's going to go wide. It's going to be picked up by Cooper Goodrich. Turned over right in front of the net. Shot, save, Ealer. He's going to cover it.
That's a big save for Jackson Ealer. Point-blank opportunity for Skylar Platt. Just couldn't make it happen. Ealer with a big-time save. He's been doing that all night long. 34 saves for him in this one.
There's 42 seconds left on the power play. Face-off taken in one again by Harwood. Those face-offs are going to come around and bite Milton. Back out on the blue line. They're going to assess it now. It's going to be Platt. Platt over to O'Hara. O'Hara. Platt. Shot. Save.
Another big save. Yeah, I mean, you can run out of words really quickly to describe the way Jackson Ealer has played in this one. I mean, just off-the-charts goaltending by the senior in the blue and yellow.
35 saves tonight for Jackson Ealer.
Oh, man, huge opportunity.
It's going to be dumped down now. It's going to be played by Guyat. Guyat gives it over to Green. Green brings it up the ice now. Green is going to give it over to Platt. Platt, he's coming. He's got the drive in. Looks to make the moves. Shot goal. Skylar Platt wins it for Harwood. Beautiful drive there. He cheeks out his man. Harwood is your D2 state champion. Nick, final thoughts.
What a game. I mean, for the ages. And ultimately the penalty call cost Milton big time. Tough. Yellow Jackets graduating a lot of seniors this year, but Harwood ultimately at the end of the year they won 20 games on the season. They were the best team from start to finish. Harwood deserves to be the state champion.